Hey everybody, just wanted to make a quick video about the installation of the barrel shroud kit that I made for the XYL Unicorn. I know for a lot of people it's going to be a really straightforward build, but some people may want an actual video guide for it, so that's what this is. Super simple, it's literally 2 screws, bunch of friction fit, and then tiny bit of glue. So, let's get into it. Okay, so you'll have to excuse the sort of messy workstation because I am in the middle of another project right now. You can see I got like a Talon magazine, bits and pieces of everything everywhere. Just ignore that because this right here is what the video is about. So, ignore my unicorn having a longer barrel. The length of your barrel does not affect this mod at all, except for one tiny little detail, which I'll get to later once I've installed the barrel. So, really, this is a super simple mod, super quick, super easy. You're just going to take your Allen wrench that was included with your unicorn, and you are going to take out the 2 screws on either side of this little barrel cap here. Okay, now that we've got those screws out, we can just go and slide off this orange piece right here. You can toss this to the side, toss this in the box that it came in, whatever. It does not matter to us right now. So, what we're going to do next is we're going to take your barrel shroud piece itself. You're going to take your front sight piece, and you slide your front sight piece into the little dovetail notch right there. Then it'll line up like that, right in the middle, and this piece is done. So what you can do, if you have a longer barrel, this is really the final step for you, is you slide it down, grab your screws, and re-screw them back in. Now you want to make sure that you don't over tighten these screws because you are just screwing straight into a 3D printed part. So since it's not solid, the plastic gets pushed out of the way, blah, 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 blah. I don't need to really explain over tightening threads to most of you, I hope not. So, if you have the 25 or the 29 centimeter barrel, this is it. This is your last step. You can go grab your scar or B-car of choice and slide it in there, and you are done. But if you either don't want to use a scar or a B-car, or you are using the original 15 centimeter barrel, something a little bit different for you. That way it doesn't just look derpy with no barrel in there, right? So this is the faux barrel insert, STL. And this is the birdcage flash hider, STL. Now, as you'll notice, it's a bit of a loose fit in there. It doesn't quite stay in because it's, this is supposed to allow for different tolerances in printers, blah, 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 blah. But I left these little openings on either side. You can go ahead and take your adhesive of choice, and basically you go and you stick your barrel in there. Then you just put a little gloop of it down in there and just work it in. Oop. Now, man, I'm dripping glue on the blaster here. It's fine. It's nylon. I can just pick it off later. But, as you can tell, you can kind of work this glue down in there, do that number. And just kind of holds in place like that. Super simple, super easy. There's really nothing much else to it. That's all that's there for. That is not meant to be a tight friction fit in there. It's meant to be glued in. But then after that's done, you can just take it and you slide it down. Now obviously you can install this with the 29 or the 25 centimeter barrel, but this was made at request for the default length of barrel to give it something that just looked more substantial without them having to increase the length of the barrel itself for lower FPS reasons. And as you can tell, it doesn't look too bad. Obviously this is printed in all white because white is my testing color most of the time unless I have other filament laying around. But you can see it's got this nice little birdcage flash hider up here. It's got the faux barrel in there. The end is nice and flush, capped off. And you get all of the aesthetic without needing different functionality or without changing the way the blaster performs or feels. Overall, I actually don't think it looks too bad, but I have the 29 centimeter barrel for a reason, and that reason is because I want to use performance enhancing attachments like the Gavin Fuzzy B car from Out of Darts. I don't know how well you can see that, from Out of Darts. This is just a simple 3x3, but I think it works really well, and I think it looks really nice with this shroud. But anyways, yeah, that's just a quick and dirty little assembly guide. Basically screws out, screws in, glue in, slide in if you feel like putting this in. Do note that there is no scar barrel in here. This is just a straight tube. That's it. It's just a straight tube. And if you are running the default 15 centimeter barrel with this, you will not be able to attach a scar. But, you know, pick your poison, that kind of thing, whatever. I guess that's it. Short little guide. I guess I'll see y'all in the next video then. Bye guys.